All right, hey guys, Donald Dix here,
Sky P.
and
Trevor.
so we're having
Just
new
forget
people.
about me. How do you do this every time?
No, I was about to say a very bad word. You the only person.
Nice.
This is the very first time we've had our editor on the actual podcast. So welcome.
Yes. We've
We've never season 1. We never had him here.
Yeah, you did.
No, we
Nope.
didn't.
Nope. I've never.
Oh, really? Okay.
Made
Well, I
myself
guess
present.
I'm bugging. Well,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
again, like I was saying, welcome. This is season 2, episode 3, here at the Coffee Tavern. And today we're gonna be talking about the new Space Jam 2 and the trailer for it and what our viewpoints on it, and then we're gonna get into some other conversation. So I ain't gonna cap, my personal opinion from when it first kicked off, it wasn't bad. Like, it was a good refresher for movies in a minute. Like, all right, Godzilla versus King Kong, we had a little hype, and that was not bad. Sky, he owes me $10 because I got that in the last recording.
the fuck are you talking about? No. Hold the fuck up. Wait, how the hell do I owe you money?
So back with Space Jam 2. Now, Space Jam 2 kicks off in damn, that's a good ass question. When does this movie drop?
What? This movie drops in July, I think.
July? Say less.
Mhm.
Actually, you know what? We'll make that an event in the Discord. We'll all watch fucking Space Jam 2 on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So instead of fucking Michael Jordan, we got LeBron James in this one. Now,
Walking through a server room.
yeah, honestly.
I have a serious fucking gripe with this, and I need to get this off my chest. What I've seen in the beginning is LeBron James falling into the Looney Tunes world, and quite frankly, it looks like some bullshit if I've ever seen.
I mean, Michael Jordan did it through a fucking golf ball hole in his movie.
Yeah, but that was done clever. It looked like
That was
cartoony.
clever.
This looks like a green. Well, obviously it's a green screen, but it just looks so. Oh, here I'm gonna throw in the clip right quick. Just him falling.
Looks so gross.
It looks like it was made in a 2009 YouTube video. Someone that just learned how to use Sony Vegas.
Hey, okay, they take their time. No, that was you.
I guess they didn't
Yes, it
this
did.
time around.
Yeah, but like yeah, you're right. The Michael Jordan one where he came through the golf hole was extremely clever. It made it made sense, but it doesn't make sense when you actually think about it.
Wait,
But,
hold
like-
on, wait. Because no. I just thought about that shit. And the Michael Jordan film, they made it to where it looked like the fucking Looney Tunes lived inside the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then this one, he just falls into it.
Yeah, he gets sent there by some overlord server room guy.
No,
No, you know
fucking-
what? The second I saw Don Cheadle, I immediately knew this movie's gonna be 10 out of 10. That's for first things first.
Don Cheadle has to say one curse word in this movie. There's no way it's 2021. He's bound to say one cuss word in this movie. Just one. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Even if it's Looney Tunes, he's bound to say one cuss word.
Bro, the part that took me out when he was like, "Welcome, King James," I was like, okay. That's kind of heat. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't gonna cap. I'm ready for that Looney Tunes remix that they drop. The fucking theme song that yeah. That's gonna be the new jam because you heard it a little bit when he was falling down. That shit sounded like it was about to kick off and do some heat, and then they cut it off. Bro, I'm gonna have to hear that.
Disappointed us as much as the falling down itself did. and I'm still pissed about that because I looking back at the old trailer for the first Space Jam, it looks the same. They both fall, or not fall, but the way they're moving about in this cartoon universe, they both look like they're just plastered in a dark room with a green screen where it's barely picking up. This looks awful. Shit hasn't changed. What was the last Space Jam made? 96?
Calm down.
Like the late 90s or early 2000s.
Give them, all right, look, I understand it looks bad, but the fucking animation looks bad. But give them some credit. Someone actually took their time to do this. Someone actually put their sweat and hours into making that fucking little ass transition.
Well, they should have sweated harder.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing: you can't use that excuse because there's plenty of people that put in sweat and hours, and they're still gonna get slandered for it because what they did in those hours wasn't worth the product they were hyping up.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Space Jam 2 is still gonna be heat.
Yeah,
it's
like it's still gonna be heat. But let's be honest,
that one scene did look ugly. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right, fair. But to be fair, they are marketing to children, so it's not like a child's gonna be like, "Hey, yo, this shit is whack."
Well, yeah, when LeBron James looked like he's made out of claymation, then fuck yeah, they're gonna start roasting him.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I feel like, well, all right, they made LeBron James look like a Looney Tune, and I guess what he would look like as a cartoon.
I like that.
Yeah, I did like that shit.
Stuff.
Because then it transfers him from being a cartoon back to, real life. You know what I'm saying? And then they kind of gave them the Looney Tunes themselves like a soft CGI of themselves. If that makes sense.
I don't like that.
Oh yeah, it was kind of weird.
It seems to be like really back and forth in my opinion towards like after seeing the trailers. Like I'm liking a lot of stuff here, but like the half CGI kind of stuff, it's just a little uncanny. I don't know what it is about it.
I don't know. I mean, well, all right. If you put Bugs Bunny cartoon version next to his updated versions that's supposed to match LeBron James, it looks the same. The only difference is it just looks, I forget the word, but it just looks bulgy, if that makes sense. Looks more 3D.
Okay, yeah. I see that.
So like it's not necessarily bad. Like, let's be honest. Sonic CGI, that was shit.
Oh yeah.
Compared to his
Sonic.
Yeah, compared to his updated one, this is not bad compared to shit that we've seen.
OG Sonic was fucking terrible.
that initial trailer when that dropped, my like jaw dropped.
That shit was cursed. That is the most cursed shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no.
Like, I thought it was a meme. I thought it was a joke. I thought someone was just spreading this shit around like, yo, Sonic movie. For all the fucked up people, I would want that.
Sonic took too many perks, bro.
God.
Yeah, no, that shit was definitely odd. It was weird. But yeah, now kind of the storyline that we get so far is that LeBron James is his son is he wants his son to do basketball. His son doesn't want to do basketball. He kind of wants to do his own thing. His son storms off, and me being African American, I'm gonna just say, if I ever stormed off from my parent, I wouldn't be alive. I'm just saying that out loud. He storms off. Fucking Don Cheadle shows up, and he just snatches him up. I don't know if they're gonna explain why Don Cheadle's taking kids.
Are they gonna
some Mars needs mom's bullshit?
Yeah, like how the fuck did they get to a server room either? That's my fucking question.
Oh no, they show it. The fucking elevator. He clicked the wrong button.
Oh yeah, and he's like, oh shit, we're on the wrong floor. And what fucking building has like a Tron-esque fucking server room in like, I don't even know what it would be. Like this is on some Tron shit. This is some Tron shit right here.
So you know how like in like I don't know, like commercials when you're little, or maybe movies when you're little, you see some scene and you know you're a child, and for example the Airheads commercials where they would eat an airhead and their fucking head blows up to like 10 feet. That shit scared me when I was a tiny little child. When I was a little embryo, I didn't want airheads. I don't know what kind of marketing campaign that was, but it made me scared. Do you think there are gonna be like kids that are like gonna be terrified to go into elevators because this is gonna be like, you know, there's a new generation of children are gonna watch this movie as little embryos, as I referred to before. Do you think they're just gonna be scared to go into elevators because they're gonna like press the wrong button or something?
You know, I would probably say like it is a possibility that some kids would get scared to go in elevators. I know when I was a kid, I didn't like elevators in general because I was like, yo, what kind of fucking blue magic shit is this? Like, how the fuck does this work? Can we just take the stairs? So, I mean, I was scared, but I didn't get to see like any cartoons that made me scared. So shit.
And then you get met with Don Cheadle at the end. So I don't know. Either a payoff or even more scary.
I ain't gonna cut. No. I don't know what type of time y'all be on to where y'all looked at. And I'm be honest with you. There have been commercials that have been like, yo, like, what the fuck is this? Like, I get that. But I will never in my life be scared of an elevator. That shit is convenient. I'll never take the stairs. Unless I actually have to.
Well, yeah, now, like, when you think about it, yes. But, like, when you were a kid, like, thinking about how things worked, right?
Yeah.
Like, how, like your teachers or whoever blew your mind, like, that, like, when you're in the car, you're going 60 miles an hour, not just the car. Like, did that ever, like, happen to you? Well, then,
inertia.
Like, inertia. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. So, like, shit like that blows your mind and shit. So, like,
here's a random thought. If the movie Cars has cars in it, are they technically just running track?
I'm not. No.
No.
I think the argument's less about or not argument, but the idea is less about being scared of elevator, but being a child and watching this and being scared of the idea that you press the wrong button in an elevator and end up seeing Don Cheadle in like an empty server room or something.
So my question was ignored. Someone answer that in the comments, please.
Yeah, please do that. So
like, I'm not wrong in my statement. I'm not wrong in my statement.
Yeah, but okay. You know what? That's like what I don't even know what I could even say to like try to.
Can't because
there's nothing because a car. It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. It's so.
They're running track. They're racing. They're literally running. They're running track, bro. They're running track. They're on a race car track. They're made of cars. They're running track.
I'm gonna agree with you.
You know what?
To argue this.
Yeah, you're right.
Even if I didn't bring it up, you couldn't argue your way for me to be wrong.
What more do you want? What do you want?
Just have to like cover all my tracks, make sure I'm right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't we have a movie to like berate or something?
Got a movie to berate?
Oh yeah, fair enough. I don't know that word. Anyhow, so back to the movie. So instead of the
definition of berate on the screen right now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the word.
Thanks, man.
So anyhow, Don Cheadle snatches up little homeboy, and then we get a shot to where we see LeBron James talking to Bugs Bunny and Daffy and Yosemite Sam and all them, and they kind of trying to figure out a game plan on here's another thing. I'm just confused. Like, let's take a little step back. I'm confused on why Don Cheadle was like, "Hey, yo, you want your kid? Gonna have to beat me some b-ball." You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna have to take this to court. Like, I don't understand like where that shit came from.
It's always some dumb shit like that happens in movies.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. You want your son? Oh, that's crazy. I don't understand why you would want the thing that you created. Do me a favor. Play Uno with me.
Yeah, it reminds me of like I said earlier, Mars Needs Moms, a movie that I feel went under the radar. I don't remember.
I ain't gonna cap. All right, so I just recently watched that film, and with me, I have a very limited source of things I can remember. I remember every movie I ever watched. I'll be honest with you. I feel like Sky can back me up on this. There's not been a time where I've never been able to thoroughly explain a film,
except for the one that you went over.
The children under the stairs.
The children under the stairs.
Oh my god!
Editing that, I don't think I actually got a fair grasp of what that movie was about.
Bro,
I had to watch the trailer.
I remembered the movie. It was so random that I just couldn't fucking put everything together. Anyway, Mars Needs Mom is I'm gonna just be very short, very blunt. The kid's misbehaving. The people on Mars are trying to figure out how to, raise their children. So they take the mom's brain and they program it into a robot.
Well, no. I think we have to start at the very beginning, like the whole idea of her getting snatched up. I think the whole point of the movie was not take your parents for granted or whatever.
Yeah.
Or he had to take the trash out. He's like, "Fuck you, mom." Like, just like, and she's like, whatever. And just like walked away. And then he a few minutes later, he walks out and he's like, "Oh, shucks, my mom just got
abducted."
Literally abducted.
Get the fuck out of my room, Mom. I'm playing Minecraft.
Like,
he had to go to
Mars.
Was it Mars? Yeah, you had to go somewhere and like kill aliens or something. I don't even know
No,
what
he
happened.
didn't kill any. It's a children's movie.
I don't remember what happened.
What the fuck do you think this is? Doom? Like, no.
My only gripe with like Mars Needs Moms was like, bro, I didn't like the animation of that. Like when I was a kid, I don't know why that animation freaked me out. It was so terrible. Like, oh my gosh. I don't even know where they got. I don't know who animated it. And I'm sorry, man, but I hope he got better. Just but anyway, the idea that like don't take like your parents for granted or anything for granted in general was like kind of weird because I really was like, Mom, you're not going anywhere, are you? You ain't gonna go to the store and not come back, right? And
We're gonna go to Mars.
Yeah, you're gonna go to Mars and raise some aliens.
Yeah, no, that shit was definitely a weird movie, but it was a good movie in my opinion. But going back into Space Jam, so Don Chu is not your boy, says chime me game basketball. LeBron James was talking to the Looney Tune gang, whatever, and they start picking draft picks. Here's what makes me mad: their first 5 picks were not bad. There were some good ass picks, in my opinion, as far as who they were trying to grab. So the first person they had was Superman, right? The second person they had was Gandalf. The third person they had was King Kong. And the fourth person they had was Iron Giant. Now, in my personal opinion, were these trash ass picks? No, they weren't. The only problem is the Iron Giant, you know what I'm saying? He can't, you know what I'm saying? He can't play the game. He's too fucking big.
The fuck he can? He'll be fine.
No, he can't. He literally can't play the game. His whole body, his foot fits the fucking court. Like, he can't play the game, bro.
Like, can he get dropped the basketball from like the fucking altitude of the sky?
That's like cheating. He can't even move. He can't move. He's traveling. He's dribbling.
He don't gotta move. His homies, he'll just get Superman, fly the ball up to him, and then just like he'll just drop it in the joint.
No, that's no. You can't. You can't. Even if I wish he could, but he can't. He can't play the game, bro. I really wish he could, but he can't. Gandalf, amazing pick. Like, that pick wasn't even bad. If you thinking about it, all he gonna do is say, "You shall not pass." So he got great defense. Like, we being honest.
I agree.
Yeah.
That would happen.
Superman, amazing pick.
There's no reason to even go over it. It's Superman.
Yeah.
Like,
what's the next one?
fucking King Kong.
King Kong.
He can't ball. He can't.
He is Monkey Man, bro. He got it, bro.
Yeah, I know he got it, but he's too big. Like, he's too big. He can't ball.
Yeah.
I want him to, but he just can't. He can't ball.
Bro, he'll be fine, bro. You gotta think, like, it is also a cartoon, so like some people could get scaled down, like to be small enough too, or like the rest of the tunes could just be scaled up.
Yeah,
but
More tunes. They can
they can be scaled up.
stretch.
They can be scaled up to the same size.
You know it's Space Jam 2, so they gotta have, you know what I'm saying, people on the team that are supposed to be there. So they're not about to sub nobody out. They might sub out the Skunk Man for someone different, but other than that, I mean, actually, now I think about it, let's really take a look at who's on the team, like who's on the actual team. We got Speedy Gonzalez, Daffy Duck, Yosemite Sam, Grandma, the Tweety Bird, Bugs Bunny, Lola, Gossamer, and some other people that are original to the Looney Tunes gang.
What the hell is Speedy Gonzalez gonna do? He's gonna fucking
Bro,
sit around and
he
bite
can't-
people's
He's
ankles and
fast
stuff?
as fuck.
Yeah, but he can't
he's
even
like
grab the ball. Like, this shit's bigger than him.
Tall.
Bro, no, they literally show a trailer with him dribbling that shit down the court. He's good. He's good. He got it.
So so they just scaled them up a little bit because Speedy Gonzalez was small as hell.
He's a mouse, yeah.
That'd be like Jerry trying to freaking dribble on somebody from Tom and Jerry. Like, you're not doing nothing. Also,
That's
really
different. Speedy can move. So agility, he got that.
Yeah. Okay, I guess. Also, really clever thing they did in the trailer was when Daffy told Yosemite Sam to shoot the ball, and this man pulled out
two gets and just started
blasting the ball, bro. That was clever as hell.
You know, it was an original Looney Tune joke right there. And as far as, you know, them going over exactly, as we can even see in the trailer, Like we can see clips of the entire Boomerang like arsenal just appear out of nowhere. They had fucking the Flintstones. What they have? They had Flintstones, Yogi Bear, some other Boomerang characters. They had Samurai Jack sitting in the back. They had Iron Giant. They had a bunch of other Boomerang type characters that I can vaguely remember. I remember what they look like. I do not remember the names of most of them, and I do apologize. In my personal opinion, when they scaled out the movie and like they showed the arena and the crowd, this movie gonna bump. It's gonna be a bump movie, guaranteed. I don't think it's gonna flop, in my opinion, unless the ending's like some BS. But I don't really think it's gonna flop.
It can't flop. It literally is a Space Jam movie.
Yeah, no, I don't
Like
think
it's like
even an
impossible
option.
to flop.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, no, that's facts. All I can think of, and the Goon Squad don't look too bad. It's different. It's not Monstars, but they got some different abilities. We got some water guy, some spider lady, and some Birdman. But I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's creative, it's new, it's fresh. It's not copy and paste from Monstars, but they steal the abilities. They already got the abilities, so.
Oh yeah, that was clever too. Them stealing the abilities of like already good basketball players. That was clever. There was a lot of clever things in like the original Space Jam, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely. But this right here, definitely not bad. Definitely not a bad film. It's going to do good.
For sure. Also, well, before we even started recording, we were all sitting here talking, and we were all talking about like sitcoms and how like what we were watching like at the time and stuff like that. So we're gonna continue that conversation. So I heard Trevor say something about the 70s show.
That 70s show, of course.
Yes. Well,
a show that I'm neither embarrassed nor proud of enjoying. I don't know what it is about it. I just like those stupid, like, especially if it's on like Netflix or something, just power through like 1,000 of them from drawing or whatever it may be. I don't know, it's great.
Oh yeah, I could watch sitcoms like all day, especially like some of the sitcoms like that came out when I was a kid. Like I know I didn't like grow up in the time of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but I had like all the DVDs and stuff, so I would watch that. I watched a lot of the sitcoms that were on Nickelodeon. Obviously like iCarly, Drake and Josh, Zoe 101. Like I watched all that stuff.
Was that one show like George Lopez? I think I always woke up to George Lopez at like 2 a.m. or something during school.
Bro.
You're fucking loud as. Don't.
I could not tell you whatever happened in the show. I just know that theme song.
Oh my gosh,
bro! I just texted Peakus to see if I can do this joke. Fucking. It sounded like I was at a fucking quinceañera. I'm be honest with you.
You know what? I've actually been to a few of those, especially like my cousins' quinceañeras and shit. So like, you know, I can't understand because sometimes there are like mariachi bands there. So like, I can't even lie to you.
I feel like every time I woke up, it was always on Bernie. Like it was never on anybody else. It was either Bernie or fucking Max.
Yeah.
That would be jumping on the trampoline. You know what I'm talking about?
Or Mac? Oh my gosh. Okay. I heard Bernie, and the first thing I thought it was the Bernie Mac show. I don't know why.
Bro.
That's
I'm gonna binge that later.
Legend.
I'm gonna binge that later. Because that sitcom had some development. It was good. I'm gonna watch that later. Anything else you want to add, you know, as far as sitcom wise or about that? I'm literally looking at the clock. We got like 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, then I guess I will talk extremely fast. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air had a lot of like underlying meanings, especially like in some of the episodes. I remember one episode I watched the other day. They were talking about how what's it called? Carlton's mom became the teacher of their history class because they wanted to learn Black history, and at the end of the episode, they pretty much say like they were complaining about how like she was giving them too much work. And she was just like, I would assume like the two people who like brought the idea to the table would want to be the ones to like learn the most about their own history. But I guess I was wrong. And I was like, damn, that's like a powerful message. Like That's why I loved that show as a kid. Anyway, anything else to add?
I like it when shows that are like comedy based, they have some like underlying meaning. I always thought that was a nice little touch. I'm trying to think of one specifically. It's like going straight over my head right now.
Yeah, definitely sitcoms back then actually did touch upon things compared to sitcoms now. I feel like sitcoms now are just copy and paste.
Family Guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
Family Guy.
Family Guy used to be one of those shows that like it kind of not ripped on, but it was heavily influenced by like I think All in the Family was one of them, but it was heavily influenced by like those old like 70s through fucking 90s esque sitcoms and whatnot, and you could see it, especially when they did their cutaways and stuff. They used to be like, I'm not saying they were meaningful, but go on.
Yeah, the cutaways were definitely. I'm not gonna say like, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't say they were meaningful, but they had like a cleverness to them. You know what I mean? Like now, if we're not gonna talk about new Family Guy because that's just like I don't even know. But like old Family Guy, like their cutaways had like this like cleverness and like this.
it was funny.
Yeah, like it was a funny way of like it was clever but funny at the same time. Like that's like all I can really say. Like
it was well tied in, like whatever the cutaway was, it was well tied into whatever they were talking about. It was a good reference that made a lot of sense. A lot of times it was a reference to like something older, something stupid like that. Now the cutaways are they're just bullshit. It's like I remember that one time when I was a fucking egg and cut to Peter being an egg and makes pun. I don't know, it doesn't have the same effect at all.
or like what's it called? Like they were talking about like I don't even know. Like sometimes like, the cutaways just like I don't even know what they're doing half the time. Like it's like sometimes
shock
like
value.
Yeah, I guess like or just like try to get a laugh out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Oh yeah. There's something that I love about these old sitcoms, and the thing that about Family Guy is it wasn't inherently funny. You'd see like it would be an episode about like I don't know, Peter. I remember one time Peter like lost his job, or Meg wanted something done to her fucking lips, or something stupid like that. And it wasn't funny. It was just like you're watching a sitcom and you're watching like a family kind of kerfuffle go down.
Yeah,
and
because
that's
like
lively.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because like old Family Guy, like, when you think about it, Peter was like the only idiot. Like Peter was just the idiot husband. That was it. Lois was like a very hardworking, like respectable housewife. Like fucking who was it? Chris and Meg, like they were just teenagers. Yeah. Brian was just like a very sarcastic person. And Stewie just was like a villain. Yeah. Like Stewie was like the villain that wanted to kill his mom.
I'll touch on Stewie in a minute, but Stewie as a villain just kind of sucked. But his new character, I think, also kind of sucks. So there was a middle ground when he was like kind of
where he wasn't trying to kill his mom, but he was like still trying to do evil stuff.
Yeah, and I thought that was pretty good. The character. So there was actually a term. I remember watching this old video. It was like, "What makes SpongeBob bad now?" And a term came up in the show or in the YouTube video. A term came up, and it was flanderization, and that is when a character's character becomes so what's the word?
Like just dry, like
diluted?
No, the opposite of diluted.
Saturated?
Yeah, we use the word saturated. When a character's character becomes so saturated and like overused to the point where that's all their character is. Peter, he was stupid, but
he also like cared about things.
He was like, he wasn't, he was actually sentient. It's the same thing with SpongeBob. SpongeBob was just kind of goofy every now and then, but he was also like a functioning character.
Yeah, a functioning adult sponge.
Now you have him, it seems as if he has like always a sponge, but he's a baby, or he has no brain cells. Same thing with Peter. He acts like a baby, and that is so frustrating and annoying to watch. It's not even funny.
Yeah, because
and that happens with a lot of characters.
Yeah, because Peter, like, he actually loved his like family, like back then. Like he actually like he loved Lois. He would do stupid things, and Lois would be like, "Hey, yo, what the hell are you doing?" And like like he actually cared. But like now it just feels like his family's like almost like a crutch to him, or like they take most of like the pain he's inflicting. Like Meg,
it's sad.
Like it's so sad.
like I just don't. I remember hearing other people talk about this. I wonder if Seth MacFarlane watches the shit that he does. Like he obviously voice acts.
What's it called? He did say that when he does like Brian and like Stewie's like little bits or whatever. Like there was one bit that like it felt too personal for a Family Guy show or an episode. If that made sense.
Was it the bank vault?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like he was like that's like actually like how he felt at the time about like certain shit.
If I'm correct, that was the first like Stewie and Brian kind of episode where it was just the whole episode was just them.
Yeah, like there was no cutscenes, there was no takeaways. It was like them. It was takeaways, but it was just of Brian and Stewie. Like that was it.
Yeah, that was some of the cheat. Like, oh yeah, go on. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like those are like the only episodes I can like watch now. I can watch the
anything
episodes
like up to like the old seasons. Nothing.
Yeah,
new.
I could watch like the Brian and Stewie episodes because they're usually like extra clever. Like they're actually really nice. I liked when like they had to like they went through history with Chris. If you guys ever seen that episode, where they had to help Chris study, so they went through history with him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember that. I like the multiverse stuff. Or just the time machine stuff in general. I always thought they were
and Stewie's brother or twin, whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and they did the fucking sperm Tide Pod racing, whatever the fuck, Star Wars shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The Star Wars episodes were great.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Also, like their history lessons are pretty cool. Like how like they have like they put like a spin on some of like the historical things, like how they did like Romeo and Juliet, the Trojan Horse. Like they do like little spins of that and stuff. So
yeah, not all new Family, and by new Family Guy, I'm talking like 2015, like 26. Like I consider like new Family Guy now is just brain rot. Like I can't watch. And maybe the YouTube, like you'll see like a full episode of Family Guy, and they do like the to avoid copyright strikes, they like zoom in and they fuck with the transitions and stuff and whatnot. And maybe that's part of why it's so unbearable to watch, but for most of the time it's just like I don't even know what I'm watching. It doesn't have any structure to it. It's just cutaway after cutaway of just pointless bullshit. I don't know. It's nowhere near what I remember watching as a little child. If a child's supposed to watch Family Guy.
They're not, but you know, you still did.
Like if you watched it, you made sure not to say shit about you watching it. Like
my mom, when I was little, my mom had Family Guy right, and she had no clue what the show was at all. It was just on the TV, and it's at my old house, and I was upstairs with the same channel on. I guess my mom wanted to have the same channel to see what the hell I'm watching or whatever the hell. I was like 4 or 5 at the time, maybe. And the Cookie Monster. Dude,
it's
not the cookie dough.
Drugs.
Yeah, it was the cookie dough and the spoon with a lighter. Oh my god.
Yeah, drugs. Fucking cookie dough. And my mom like hurled herself up the stairs to turn off the TV because she didn't know what it was. It just looked like another like friendly animated cartoon.
He was like, "Oh no, what you got there, Cookie Monster?"
I love when parents are ignorant though. It's what their kids are doing sometimes. Like just my mom made that same mistake. She bought Conquer. Y'all remember that game? It was for the NES. It was also for like Xbox and stuff. Like Conquer Live and Reloaded. Conquer's bad. Oh,
your mom's goofy for that.
Oh my god. The front cover of it just showed everything. I think my brother said he wanted it for like Christmas or his birthday or something. My mom just ended up getting it, not really knowing what it was. Went to GameStop and everything. Has M rated on it.
That shit do not matter.
That game was bad for a little child. My brother wasn't a little child. I mean, it was probably like he wasn't a teenager, but he also wasn't a little infant. He was probably like 8 or 9 or something, which is still a horrible age to play that game, in my opinion.
I mean, back in those years, you were mature enough to make your own decision.
Not really.
Well, not really, but you know what I mean.
3 years ago, I wasn't mature enough to make my own decisions. I don't know. That game was bad. The same thing with, like, I wasn't allowed to play GTA until like not too long ago. I'm not gonna say
really.
No, like 12. I think 12 was when I was allowed to play the game. Because it was, I mean, you know, it's GTA.
Yeah.
But, okay, it's weird. Like, it's going to feel weird saying this. Like, I know. Like, when I was growing up, my mom didn't really care. What I did in general, like she didn't really like, not to say like she was like a terrible parent, like let me watch
No,
like
I know exactly what you
anything.
mean.
But like if I was like watching Family Guy, my mom just didn't knew like I'm not gonna understand what they're even talking about. Or like playing GTA. Like she didn't have like that idea that like I was gonna like ever do something like that because you know she'd be like, "I'll beat your lawyer, you try that." But
don't get me wrong, I was allowed to play like violent games, and by violent I mean like Call of Duty and stuff like that.
I think the first violent game, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, you're good.
But like the first violent game I ever played was like Halo 3. But I was playing it so well. I was playing it so well. My mom literally just let me play it. Like I was so quiet when I was playing it.
I love
like
that game.
I'd be like, "Mom, can I have a sandwich?" And she just made me a sandwich. Whatever she had to do that day, she just get it done because she knew I was either playing Halo or just minding my business. Like Halo 3 was her like, I'll explain, was like her insurance to know that I wouldn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good game.
You know, with Halo or Call of Duty, any first-person shooter for that matter, or even you remember Castle Crashers?
Yes.
I'll play a game. I loved Castle Crashers. I beat that game like I don't even remember how many times, but you had to unlock a new character every time you beat the game. So I must have played. I had a lot of characters, so I must have played a few times. My mom, like, she would see I play that stuff. There's blood and stuff, but it's like 2D little cartoons and whatnot. And with Call of Duty, I mean, you could write that off as like paintball or something. I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. There's something about like first-person shooters that just really don't strike me as violent. But GTA, I mean, you can literally just walk up to some like a pedestrian, just off them. And I feel like that's what my mom had a little issue with, was how easy it is to just like commit mass murder
or go to the club.
Or go strip club. My mom didn't want me seeing titties, so
I definitely understand that. I mean, I remember when what's it called, me and my friend were having this conversation about how like a lot of parents let their kids play like Fortnite but not like Call of Duty because the game it's very cartoony.
Yeah,
and
it's like
and like the gun names weren't like real. Like they just like
it wasn't bloody or nothing.
Yeah, it was just like basic gun names. So it was like assault rifle, marksman rifle. It wasn't anything like, it wasn't like an actual gun, like an M13.
And they were cartoony. They were cartoony guns.
They look like Nerf guns. I mean, shit. I have my brother fished out a Nerf scar.
Oh my gosh.
The guns in Fortnite, they look like toys, and there's no blood. There's cool noises and stuff for little kids to be just absolutely distracted for hours. And Fortnite, I mean, you got little children playing that for hours on end. Parents love that.
Yeah, they're quiet. The only thing you're gonna hear is them maybe raging out.
Yeah,
but like that's about it. Like,
but with Call of Duty, I mean, especially like World at War, you could like literally hack people's limbs off with a Browning.
I mean, World at War was just a different thing.
Modern Warfare 2, I mean, they were all bad, but compared to like something about GTA, I mean, I had this conversation with someone the other day. It's like when you're playing GTA and you kill like a pedestrian, it's gonna be awful, but you almost feel like, well, you feel nothing. And first of all, it's a video game. The second of all, they make the pedestrians like hateable, if you ever realize that. Like you walk near them and they're like, get off, like just they make them seem like a shitty like New York setting kind of like I'm walking kind of thing. So you don't feel anything when you kill them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to play GTA Vice City.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, that game just brings me nostalgia, and like they were just so mean. They were so mean. Oh my gosh, I just couldn't wait. I was so angry when they.
It almost gives you a reason to, but that's what's fucked up about is how easy they make it to do that kind of stuff, and it's all on the parents. My mom, it's her fault. She has no reason to complain about Conquer Live and Reloaded being a shitty game for a kid because she went out and bought it and didn't look at any of the information. You get the people that complain to the companies themselves, which I just love, or complain to GameStop, like, why'd you sell me this game? Like, I didn't know you were buying it for your 7-year-old. What?
GameStop always says, hey, yo, this is an M-rated game. And the parent will still be like, all right, go ahead.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know what that means.
And we're like, and they'll still like, I don't understand. Like some of the title alone should tell you what the hell it is. Like, fucking
Grand Theft Auto. Like, come on, bro.
That's a literal crime.
Yeah, it's like that's a literal crime. Yeah.
Conquer Live Reloaded. You got Conquer with an army helmet with a tank, with some sort of rifle, if I remember correctly.
I remember Also, my mom, I used to play God of War. Man, she did not want me playing God of War because of like I remember when she bought it for me, she was talking about how like they were like explaining, they're like, oh, this game's really like bloody and gory and like some of the scenes or whatever. And I hated the GameStop dude for saying that. I was like, oh my God.
Like, why
Like
are you
this man,
switching?
yeah, like why like this man's really trying to cockblock me for a game. And my mom was like, okay, I'll buy it for you, whatever. I was like, all right, bet. So I started playing it while she was sitting there like on the couch or whatever. And she was like getting mad at me because it was like she didn't like I didn't tell her that it was a very like bloody game. I'm like, you bought it for me. Like the dude literally tried to tell you what the game had in it. You just didn't listen.
Yeah, no, like you didn't listen. Like that's on you, in my personal opinion. If you still bought it, I wasn't gonna say anything in the first place because I wanted the game. Like if the GameStop, like me and the GameStop guys would always have a good connection because I just look at them and just wouldn't say anything. And the moment they said, "Oh, it was an M-rated game," my grandmother always had her earpiece in. I knew she didn't hear. So I just didn't say anything. That's why I always kept like the plainest face when like she bought the game. Like I'd be like, "Grandma, can I get Call of Duty?" And she was like, "Oh, sure." And the guy,
Call of Duty?
yeah, like no, but like my grandma, she's young for a grandmother. If that makes sense. So she was like, she like knew what I was asking. Like, can I get this game? I'll show her the game. I'll take it to the guy. He'll be like, it's M-rated. It's got yada 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 yada. Did I mention yada yada yada? And she just would have the earpiece in her ear, listening to like Bible study or something. So like it'd be like real easy for me to just not say anything.
Also, what's it called? Like your grandparents always want to spoil. They always want to spoil their grandkids. Like that's
Yeah,
one of their
like,
like the favorite things to do is
That's
buy
one of their
stuff for their
weaknesses.
grandkids. Yeah.
I have a moment with my grandmother. We were at BJ's with Berkeley Jensen, that is.
Oh
if
my
y'all been
gosh.
there. And we, I was ordering. I had a party that I was gonna have with a few friends, and she was at the counter or self checkout it was, and there was Truly on the ground, like a shelf or whatever, like a 32 pack of Truly, the alcoholic seltzer water or whatever. And my grandma threw that on the cart. She's like, "Well, you want this for a party?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Because I thought it was seltzer. I didn't know what the hell it was because I never heard of Truly at the time. I'm like, "Oh wait, that's alcohol. I don't need that." And then I fucking thought about it for like 10 seconds. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm an idiot." My grandma literally would have just bought it. I'm not out here trying to get drunk or anything. I could give two shits about the hard drugs such as hard seltzer, but I just thought, my grandmother, I love her.
Yeah. Oh man, I had one of those experiences too because I had no clue because I knew what water seltzer was, but like I remember I was in the store and I grabbed it and she was like, "Yeah, you can grab something to drink and put it in a cart." But I didn't realize that I grabbed I looked at it, I seen like the little logo. I grabbed the White Claw and put it in the cart.
Oh shit!
And my mom was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm grabbing water seltzer." She's just like, "That's not water seltzer. That's not a beverage for kids." I was like, "Yeah, but it looks friendly or whatever, like
Looks
the fucking
friendly.
claw on it." Like I was saying, like it looks cool or whatever. She told me to put it back and like you shouldn't be drinking that and all other stuff.
Dude,
I
liquor
guess
always has a good look. Like it always looks good, appealing to like a child. I don't know what it is.
Yes. Same thing with like when I was a kid, I used to get fucking Monsters all the time. Like I was like, it just looks so nice. Like the colors, like the bright blues and the dark purples, like it all looks so great. Like they look like some delicious as fuck. Like I can't.
What's that stuff? Rum chata. All I remember is seeing this and just going, "Wow, that looks really good." And then it was like, contains yada yada amount of alcohol. I'm like, "Oh, well, fuck off." I don't know, just that there's some like light shit, like Not Your Father's root beer, I think, and Not Your Mother's iced tea. There's Mike's Hard Lemonade and stuff like it. I'm a hardcore rebel, I've indulged before, but like it just looks so appealing to a kid. It's messed up. It shouldn't even be allowed.
Yeah, like it should have like really like dark colors to it. Like it should look like something like for an adult. Like it shouldn't be no vibrant, pretty red that like somebody wants, man. Like you gotta chill with that. Like make it like a dark black and brown if you want to if you don't want a kid to touch it. Yeah, don't make things gold for adults either. Kids love gold.
Gold and like you said, a Monster. Just like there's always like it looks sticker bombed or just like bright, like weird abstract colors. Like kids love that.
Exactly.
Companies know what they're doing.
Yeah, really.
They know what they're doing. Kids don't know, but they know.
I didn't even know that BJ's sold alcohol. Even there was a huge
I'm gonna
section
say
of the
something.
store.
I'm gonna say something about that later.
Fair enough. Like even ShopRite. I think there was a ShopRite that I've been to. Or no, Wegmans. Wegmans sells alcohol too. If I'm correct, I believe. Maybe. I think there's some ShopRites too. I don't know.
A ShopRite. Excuse me, sir?
Yeah, I think there's like a big super ShopRite that I know of that sells alcohol.
Oh yeah. There's plenty of those, especially in like what's it called? I've been to one where like they didn't have like a ShopRite like liquors and things before. Before they didn't have that.
Oh yeah.
Before like they didn't have that. Before there was just like an aisle in the store where you could just buy alcohol and wine and stuff. I do remember that.
I have the worst ShopRite in my state apparently. I live right next to the worst ShopRite existent. It's great. The fish aisle smell like fish apparently, which isn't supposed to happen. Not supposed to smell. I don't know. It's awful.
ShopRite just calls Trevor's phone. They're like, "Hey, so we heard you were trying to tell the feds."
Yeah. Take that off. Like, just scrap the podcast. No.
So you trying to snitch? Is that's what we doing?
Snitch on a ShopRite.
Bro, we should actually make a drink and actually call it beverage.
Call it beverage.
Honestly, why not?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. With today's society, that it'd kick off well.
Yeah.
A drink called beverage? Come on now.
And it's just a random flavor every time. You never know what the fuck you're gonna get.
That's the. Cut that out. Cut that out the podcast before someone takes it. Cut that out of the podcast before someone takes it.
Yeah, I'll censor. I'll do a huge, long, 15-second long censor. So everybody clicks off that.
Yeah, but as far as that, we gonna kick it off with this episode podcast. As far as we talked and covered a lot of things, as far as it being Space Jam, sitcoms, and
wherever the hell it went from there.
Yeah. And from things that we will create in the future, which is not copyrighted yet, but when it is, you cannot steal it. So other than that, I'm Donald Diggs.
I'm Sky P.
I'm Trevor.
You know your real name. You know your real name.
Yeah.
That is the editor around here, around these parts.
Yes, I'm the editor.
The editor, not the. Nah. He's the only one we've ever had. Ever. We never gonna give him up. We never gonna let him down. Never gonna run around and desert him.
I'm cutting that whole bit. I'm getting rid of that.
The entire thing is getting out.
See you next time here at the Coffee Tavern.